Life isn't fair, and we all will experience grief. It's how you choose to deal with that grief will have an impact on the rest of your life. So I chose to walk in bitterness for a very long time, which shaped my personality and attitudes. I don't remember my mother, but I do remember the night she got shot to death. I remember my cousins picking me up and taking me out of bed and carrying me over to my grandmother's house. And the next day, I heard on the news that my mother had got shot to death. I had questions all of my life since then that if God loved me, why did he let it happen? But growing up, not only did my mother get shot to death, but my brother also got shot to death. When I went to high school, I experienced a lot of racism growing up. And all of those things, I'm saying, if it's a God, why is life so hard? And if he cares, how come he doesn't make it leave? When I became a Christian, I realized that I have choices to make. I learned now that I can choose to forgive people, to believe in God, and look for a brighter future in Jesus Christ.
My experience with loss and grief is a little different and also very fresh for me because less than a month ago, I lost my brother. Me and my brother were very close. Some because I'm a nurse and he had a long illness, so I actually took care of him and he lived with me for quite a while. So for both of us, we kind of took care of the family. We made decisions. We were always the strong ones who stepped out. So when he died, it was kind of left to me, and here I was supposed to make the decisions again and step out, and I had two options. I could act like things were normal and put a facade on and act strong and step out and make decisions, or I could handle it by giving it to God. I'm always what some people would say is a strong person. I'm used to controlling my environment and controlling things, and there's things you can't control. Neither should you. And it was another lesson on giving your hurts to God, because he can control them. He is the controller. And you know, there's something very freeing about that, actually, that you don't have to be strong and you don't have to control things, that God always has your back.
We had a choice how to look at his death. Rather that we hurt because we don't have our brother anymore, or is this the process of life and dealing with grief, and we got the privilege of being with him as he transitioned onto eternity with Jesus Christ. Dealing with the grief of my mother being shot to death and my brother being shot to death, I had to handle it different. I learned now that I can choose to forgive people, to believe in God, and look for a brighter future in Jesus Christ. Through this website, we're hoping that you choose to follow some principles that we have provided here, and that God has a plan for your life. That in the midst of all of the hurt and all of the pain, God is present in the midst of your hurt and in the midst of your pain, and that he does have something for you. The Bible talks about Christians as passing through the land of the dying, going on to the land of the living. As we pass through this journey of life, allow God to heal you of your hurts so he can use you to help other people become healed.